Once upon a time, there was a man named Fred, known for his incredible sense of humor. Fred had an infectious laugh that made people smile wherever he went. He dressed in the most stylish clothes, always catching the attention of others. His vibrant shirts, colorful hats, and quirky shoes made him stand out in every crowd. Fred believed life was too short to be boring, so he embraced every moment with joy. One day, he decided to embark on an exciting journey to explore new places. He packed his suitcase with enthusiasm, filling it with clothes that matched his fun personality. "Adventure awaits," he said, grinning widely in front of his mirror. His first stop was a beautiful, bustling city by the sea, known for its stunning views. Fred arrived at the harbor, where boats danced on the waves like happy tourists. As soon as he stepped off the bus, his stylish look turned heads. A group of tourists quickly gathered around him, amazed by his bright yellow hat. Fred didn't just travel for the sights, he traveled for the people. He cracked jokes with the locals, making them laugh as they showed him around. While visiting a famous CAF, he performed an impromptu comedy act for everyone inside. The crowd roared with laughter, clapping and cheering for more. His humorous charm broke barriers, and even the grumpiest person smiled at him. Fred loved to entertain, but he also had a serious message behind every joke. "Life is like a comedy show," he said to his new friends, "and the trick is to enjoy every moment." His words inspired people to see the fun in life, even in tough times. After the CAF, Fred explored the city's beautiful streets, lined with colorful buildings. He walked past flower shops, admiring the bright, blooming flowers in each window. A tourist couple asked him to take their photo, and Fred made funny faces to make them laugh. His spontaneous sense of humor added joy to every small interaction. Fred's journey continued to a famous beach known for its golden sands. There, he kicked off his shoes, ran into the water, and splashed like a carefree child. Tourists around him were captivated by his energy, joining him in the fun. Fred waved to everyone, cheering them on to live freely and happily. "Be bold, be happy," he shouted, diving into the waves with a big splash. Afterward, Fred sat on the beach, enjoying the warm sun and a refreshing breeze. He began reflecting on life, appreciating every little moment that brought him joy. In that moment, he realized his mission was more than just making people laugh. Fred wanted to inspire people to follow their dreams and embrace the beauty of life. "Life is like this beach," he thought, "beautiful and full of endless opportunities." As the sun set, Fred decided to continue his adventure to the nearby mountains. He hopped on a train, eager to see what awaited him in the highlands. The train ride was filled with scenic views, from rolling hills to wide rivers. He hiked up a trail, meeting hikers along the way and telling them jokes. Even while climbing steep paths, Fred kept the mood light with his humor. At the top, he stood at the edge of a cliff, admiring the breathtaking view. "Sometimes you have to climb high to see how far you've come," Fred said to himself. His words echoed with inspiration, reminding him of life's many challenges and rewards. Fred took a deep breath and decided to meditate, enjoying the calmness of the mountains. In the silence, he felt grateful for every funny moment and beautiful scene he had experienced. His next destination was a small town known for its ancient history. When Fred arrived, he wore a vintage suit to match the town's old-world charm. Locals greeted him with curious smiles, amused by his out-of-the-box fashion. Fred explored the ancient ruins, telling funny stories about the imaginary lives of people from the past. The tourists following him laughed, enjoying his unique blend of humor and history. "Every place has a story," Fred said, "and it's up to us to make it interesting." He spent hours walking through museums, cracking jokes that brought laughter even in quiet halls. His natural charisma turned an ordinary visit into a memorable adventure. By the evening, Fred found himself sitting at a local pub, surrounded by new friends. The pub was filled with warm lights, the smell of fresh bread, and joyful conversations. Fred entertained everyone by juggling bread rolls while making funny jokes. His audience laughed so hard they couldn't even finish their drinks. Fred raised a glass and toasted to happiness, friendship, and endless laughter. The crowd cheered, raising their glasses to join him in the joyful celebration. After dinner, Fred went for a walk under the starry sky, reflecting on his day. Laughter brings people together, he thought, but so does kindness. The stars twinkled above him, reminding him of all the beautiful things in life. Fred knew his journey wasn't just about seeing places, it was about connecting with people. The next morning, Fred woke up excited for another adventure, ready to face new challenges. He boarded a bus to a famous tourist spot known for its beautiful gardens. The gardens were filled with colorful flowers, peaceful fountains, and stunning sculptures. Fred admired the beauty, feeling inspired by nature's endless creativity. As he walked through the gardens, he met a group of tourists who looked lost. "Don't worry, follow me," Fred said, leading them on a humorous tour through the garden. He pointed to a giant statue and joked that it looked like him on a bad hair day. The group laughed, grateful for his light-hearted guidance. Fred's humorous take on the garden tour turned a simple walk into a delightful experience. After the tour, Fred sat by a fountain, watching the birds and thinking about his next stop. He realized that life's true beauty comes not just from the places you visit but from the memories you create. With a big smile on his face, Fred stood up, ready to explore more of the world. As he left the garden, he waved goodbye to the tourists, leaving them with laughter and joy. Fred's adventures were far from over, and he knew there was still so much to see. Every day brought new moments of humor, excitement, and inspiration. Fred was determined to live life to the fullest, one laugh at a time. His journey was a reminder to everyone he met that life is too beautiful to be taken too seriously. As Fred continued his travels, he left a trail of smiles wherever he went. His attractive style, both in fashion and personality, made him unforgettable. Fred knew that laughter could brighten even the darkest of days. He made it his mission to share that light with everyone he met. Fred's adventures took him from the beaches to the mountains, from cities to small towns. Each place had something unique to offer, and Fred found humor and beauty in all of it. With every step, he reminded himself and others that life is an adventure meant to be enjoyed. His energy was contagious and his motivational spirit inspired people to live boldly. Fred's story was more than just about traveling, it was about finding joy in every moment. He believed that the world was full of possibilities, waiting to be explored with laughter and love. Fred's final stop was a peaceful meadow filled with flowers and sunshine. As he lay down on the soft grass, he looked up at the sky, feeling grateful. The journey had been incredible, but he knew it wasn't over. Fred smiled, knowing that every day was a new adventure, waiting for him to make it funny and bright. "The world is my stage," he thought, "and I'm here to make it laugh." With that thought, Fred closed his eyes and drifted into a peaceful sleep. His heart was full and his spirit was light. Fred's story had just begun, and he knew the best was yet to come. For Fred, life was truly the greatest, funniest, and most beautiful journey of all.